Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, what is going on? This is your station brother Phantom Koala 215 here, back with an update and an end of the project video. Now for you guys, I know it's been a while since our last little get together, so let me refresh what I was doing. I was working on this. I now have to admit, this was kicking my rear end something fierce. Now let's see what the actual finished project looks like. Bear with me here. Yeah, this was the part that was giving me the most grief, was the face. Everything else wasn't too bad. A couple of spots down in the nether were pretty rough. Okay. Yeah, it kind of sucks when there's only one person doing this camera work. Anyhow, yeah, that's the end of the project. There's one thing I have to do with it yet, and let's actually do it together. So just bear with me here. There's one thing I've got to do with this yet, and let's see if I can get you guys, see if I can get you fine folks better aligned here. Oh crap, that's not gonna work. So, okay, so just bear with me here. Okay. This is something I don't normally do, but if y'all have been following these videos for a while, there we are, that's a little better. I think you deserve to be on this finishing path with me. I know it's been it's been a while since we had our last video, but a lot has happened. And I'll tell you more about that when I get done with this, because that's kind of a story time idea thing. Whatever you want to call it. And the only thing I have to do after this is to get the frame, get the fabric cut down, and put it into the frame, make it all look all nice and pretty. And if you hear any gurgling and stuff like that in the background, it's because we have the dishwasher, or I've got the dishwasher going. Because right now my wife is at work, and this is my regular day off. It's kind of nice having a weekday off when places are actually open and you can do something, you know? You hate it when you do that. When you go to pull, when you got having the needle up through the fabric, but you pull your hand out and it yanks everything back. Like, son of a... There we go. There, my signature. Okay. Okay, now let's see if we can get this thing knocked out. Come on, get in there. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Okay. Okay, now, in case anybody's wondering about this, this is just a standard scroll frame. Yeah, my hairy legs there. I kind of modified it. I got one of those coffee cup hooks where I can hold my scissors. And then I have my needle and threading tool with a magnet that has actually been hot glued to the frame, so that way everything's there. Try this better with my right hand. So that way I don't lose my needle, I don't lose my threader. So yeah, it is officially done. Get that off there. And not like I said earlier, this thing was just kicking my backside something fierce. A lot that down here wasn't too hard. A lot of this wasn't too hard. But it was the face that really screwed me over. Now, hang on. Sorry about that, folks. Where were we? Yeah, that was just my wife on the phone wanting to know. You know, whatever. Where was I? Yeah, I got the project finished up. And I've actually got my next one selected. Find a good picture of it. No peeking. Yeah, I'm thinking this one is going to be my next project. I know the lighting in here kind of sucks. This basically, this is the actual project pattern itself, the main page, and then the second page. But that's going to be my next project, and hopefully it'll be a lot easier as far as the colors go, because a lot of these are block colors, like meaning basically you have like a 10 by 10 grid that's nothing but one shade of green, and you have a 10 by 10 grid that's nothing but like red. Unlike that unlike that Tiger project, which had like 4 different shades of gold and yellow in one little 10 by 10 block. Oh, okay. So we caught up with the projects. Right, I want to show you. There is one thing I want to show you because there's a story behind this. Just bear with me here. Okay, what we're looking at now is my wall of cross stitch. A lot of the different projects I've done so far. This was my first ever one. This was one I kind of started my channel with. Or I didn't start my channel with it, but that's kind of the thing. Oh, what's the wrong before? What's the expression? It is what... How do I even say this? Okay, yeah, that was my last project. This one you'll probably remember. Kind of like this one. It's just something simple. Little kitty, another one that was kicking my butt. The Fax. And then the rabbit, which was before that one. And then there was one more. Kind of bear with me here. Our maid is on. I think our maid gun died. And then this is my personal favorite here. We have this one hanging above our bedroom. Ugh. Hanging above our bed. Yeah, back to this one. What I'm trying to say is this is the project that actually got me to focus my YouTube channel onto cross-stitching. Make it more stitching affiliated, if that makes any sense. Okay, now let's get back to our recliner here. And let's do some story time. Bear with me here. I'll get everything realigned here. Okay. There we go. That's better. Hopefully y'all can see my ugly face better now. Okay. This is our... I have an idea for my channel, and I'm not really sure how well it's going to work out. But I'm going to try and make these videos more... What's what I'm looking for? More episodic. Meaning it's like, you know, short little intro video. And like the first 5 or so minutes is going to be catching up on the projects, and then a little bit of what I call story time, which is what we're going to go into now, and then probably some short credits at the end of the video, or like a title card or something. So that's what I'm thinking about for my channel. I don't know if it'll even work or not, but I'll try it. Just, you know, if it doesn't work, I'll go back to the way I've been doing it. But yeah, it's story time. So grab yourself your drink of choice. Not sponsored. And have a sit down and let's talk. Okay, to get started, where have I been recently? Why haven't I been putting videos up? Long story short is that life has been chaotic, for lack of a better term. At the end of like November, December last year, our previous apartment complex told us that things were changing, and they were, how do I say this without saying it? We had to move apartments from where we were to this one here, and the previous place said, you know, new management, they were making changes, and they're kicking a lot of people out. So that's kind of sucks when you're scrambling up to come up with $2,000 for first month rent, security deposit. God, I cannot talk today. $2,000 for like first month rent, security deposit, a few days prorated so you can get your keys to get moved before you get evicted from your previous place. That was a nightmare. Luckily, I was able to take a week off work to do the bulk of the moving by myself, which once Stacy and I got the furniture all moved over, and when it was all down to like lighter furniture, like, you know, lightweight dressers and shelving, you know, those particle board shelving you can get it from Walmart, things like that, I was able just to load up my truck, drive it right around the corner, dump it all off, go back for the next round, and do that like 5 or 6 times in one day, and we got it done. I'm still surprised my wife with that, how much I got done in that bit of time without her help, because she was working at the time. Let's see. And her job, in my last video, I think I commented that she works for an online retailer. Not naming names, but I'm pretty sure you can figure out who it is, what it is. And she would still be there, but the gist of it is that she was involved in something, but since it was zero tolerance, like no tolerance, even though she didn't cause it, since she was just involved with it, they said, that kind of bummed her out. But in a way, it actually kind of worked out because now she doesn't have to drive. We don't have to. Let me get my track of thought here. If she stayed with that company, we would have had to move to a place like an hour and a half away from where we are now, which is a lot higher cost of living compared to where we are in this city. So we would still have to move, but it kind of worked out that now she doesn't have the hour and a half drive each way. Her schedule now is a lot more traditional. She works from like 8 in the morning until about 4:30 in the afternoon. And she's actually working as a diesel tech, believe it or not. Yeah, I know. It's hey, I'm all for it. I ain't got nothing against it. It's a good, honest day's work for a good, honest day's pay. I swear to God, I cannot talk today. When she comes home, grime under her fingernails, smelling the high heavens of diesel oil and all that stuff, and she has not been happier. So I think that's actually worked out better in the long run for us. As for me, I'm still working at the grocery store bakery as lead sweets, which is basically cakes, cupcakes, muffins, brownies, dessert bars, the whole dessert item list. That's good. Okay. Let's see, so that was where we are in life. The apartment situation. Did my project update, did the wall of stitching. Ooh, there's one more thing I want to show y'all. I know in a couple of videos back, I mentioned we got married. Still am. And now that we are in this newer, bigger apartment, this is kind of our wedding wall. It's basically our, like the list of people. We have our officiator, our, what am I thinking of? Like the marriage invitation. I got different pictures. This is something I came up with, one of my own crazy ideas that I think actually works out pretty good. What am I sitting on? Ugh. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Oh, and now that we are in this new apartment, I finally have something I've been wanting for the last almost decade now. If you know my channel well enough, you could probably figure it out. And it's not an arts and crafts room, but it is a room for a specific item, or a theme item, I should say. It's a train room. Yes, I finally have my model train room. It's not the entire room because half of it is for my train table. The other half is for her computer desk and little home office setup. But still, that's an 8 by 10 or 4 foot by 8 foot table, like several bounds of track, electronics. I got it rigged up nice. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Cross each wall. Okay, have phone table. I don't think there's anything else I've been wanting to talk about here. Plans for the channel. So yeah, I think my next video, when I start my next project, I'm gonna have the like a little short intro, and then like the first 5 or so minutes of project, and then a little story time, and then probably like some title card at the end or something. I don't know. It's a work in progress. So okay. Alright, so until next time, thank you for watching. If you liked what you see, hit that little like button down here or wherever it is. Comment if there's something you would like to say, or if you have a question, feel free to comment. I'm always more than willing to answer within reason. Let's see, click. And if you want to see more, subscribe. You don't have to. If you actually like what you see and you will just want more of it, then feel free to subscribe. And I need to think of a witty retort for the ending of these videos. Something quick and snappy. I don't know. Always put off till tomorrow what you can do today. But what is yesterday, what is today, but yesterday's tomorrow. Alright. Be cool to each other, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.